batter's box. He's first up today, and we're just about ready for the first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to love a four-seam fastball for this pitcher, Gary. He knows exactly where to locate it. He can command it very well.
At the belt, Price kicks and throws. Ground ball headed for the middle. And that sets down Davis. And command, Steve, that you were talking about with this pitcher, that's the key. And with this pitcher, if you can do that, you got the game in hand.
You know, it's more important than movement and anything else. If you can throw it where you want to, you can execute your plan.
And Mark Ellis. One out, nobody on. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike. Price with strike two.
Well, he puts everything he has into that swing, hoping that if he does make contact, it can go a long way. Unfortunately, no contact.
It's chopped foul to the left side. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but just couldn't quite make contact. Walking back to the dugout now.
Now's a good time to take a quick look at how the Rays will be taking the field on defense. Scouting these fielders, Steve.
B.J. Upton, boy, he's some kind of an athlete. Originally came to the major leagues as a shortstop, moved to third base. He's settled in now in the outfield, a guy that can really run the ball down.
And Matt Holliday up. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a swing and a broken bat ground ball. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. And now we'll go to the home half of the first. And it'll be Sean Gallagher doing the pitching. For Oakland, he'll be starting. Steve, as he gets in there against Tampa Bay, what are we looking for today?
Well, Sean Gallagher out on the mound, a guy that has pretty good stuff, not overpowering. He does have to command it and locate it, but he does keep the ball off center a lot of times for the hitter.
And it's Kyle Crawford at the plate. One of the best base stealers in the AL. Swings high on that one, starts out with a strike.
Well, this is a guy that puts so much pressure on the defense, Gary. I mean, among the best base stealers in the game. He can fly.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Contact time for Kyle Crawford.
Well, the way to keep the ball in the ballpark is by going down and away. It's the toughest pitch to drive. He executed it well.
And he can't make contact on that. Kyle Crawford up empty on a swing.
The ability to move your pitches around within the zone, to change a hitter's eye level and keep them off balance are critical to success. Very successful there. 3 pitches and a strikeout.
The lineup for the Rays, well, let's take a look at this team that has made some magic of late, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, with an offense like this, they're going to have to really hold the base runners close. If they get on, they're going to look to run. They all have the green light, so a lot of speed in this lineup, Gary.
And it's B.J. Upton now. On the base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club. Hit sharply towards the hole. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. And he's on. That's a costly error to allow him to reach base. Now's a good time to take a quick look at how the Athletics shape up on the field with defense. And, Steve, individual factors out there.
Well, speed is such a factor covering ground on the outfield. Rajah Davis is a flyer. Wait till you see him run.
And Pat Burrell to bat. Only one batter gets walked more than he does in this lineup. He delivers on the ground to first. Barton dives. He's up with it. And he'll scramble, take it himself for the out. Whoa, what a play. Had to get down on his belly for that one and able to make the out unassisted.
Well, he looked at the do-it-yourself manual, able to make the play and get the out without having to throw the ball.
Evan Longoria at the plate. Batting .357 while leading the league in home runs. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball just misses. 1-0. And he looks at a slider that's in there. 1-1. The 1-1. Takes a swing at that fastball. Doesn't get to it. 1-2.
Well, Gary, he's got such an effective fastball. He likes to use it. And, 1-2 count. He doesn't like to mess around. Look for him to go right at him with the heater.
Hard grounded to short. Oh, Crosby, a dive. He's up. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. We're scoreless, Tampa Bay. They've got an injury substitution here. And it looks like from up here at least that he's in some pain. He's going to have to leave the game. And here's the pitch to Longoria. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
Hot shot towards the hole. And Bartlett picks it up. And that's in plenty of time for the out. And we're going to see Chavez here. Nobody on base, one away. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Price. And he leaves that one alone. Eric Chavez showing patience, even count.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
A shot up the middle, and that's a base hit. Chavez on.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
And Suzuki's in the box. He's got the best average in the division. One down, runner at first. At the belt, Price kicks and throws. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Consistency, professionalism. He never seems to give up an at-bat, Gary. He's so locked in this year.
And he takes a called strike on the outer half, 0-2.
A good four-seam fastball right there. You have to know yourself. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Better off to take it.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And it's plucked off the field. That's one. Over to first. He is safe. Almost a double play. Not quite enough time.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second. Just not able to turn to double play.
And it's Buck batting. Hitting .250. Runner on first, 2 away. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I think he's going to utilize that changeup to try to get a swing and a miss.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Crawford's there. That one's grabbed. Side retired. No runs and a base hit. They leave one man on at first. Time now to move to the bottom half of the second. And it's Carlos Pena now. He'll start the home half of the second. Fastball taken high. 1-0. Swung on and a grounder to first. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out. Navarro at the plate. Base is empty with one away. The pitch. Big breaker on the 0-0 pitch. It's a called strike. Called strike at the letter, so he's got him in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, that's a pitch a lot of guys can do some damage on, but unfortunately the pitcher gets the strike. The hitter couldn't swing the bat.
Still 0-2. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. Oh, and a tremendous catch by Buck.
Well, when you see this thing coming off the bat, Gary, you realize you only have a little bit of time in order to get over and make the play.
Steve, he kept in control of where he had to be. He knew where he had to go to make that catch. And Gross is batting. Two outs, base is empty. Expecting something higher that time. 0-1. The pitch. Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the top of inning number 3. A shot of Joe Madden. Just tremendous leadership with the Rays in 08. 97 wins, 65 losses. All the way to the World Series. Pennington at the plate now. He'll start things off here in the 3rd inning. And Navarro setting his target. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1-1. At the belt, Price kicks and throws. 1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter, gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
That swung on and flied to right. And Gross, no problem for him. That's an easy out.
Just got fooled a little bit at the plate, got underneath it, lofts just a routine fly to the right fielder.
It's going to be Barton. He's got his first look in this one. Base is empty, one out. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Price. Swung on, a fly ball down the left field line. And a fantastic catch by Crawford. Shows some outstanding speed just to catch up with this thing.
Well, this is an all-or-nothing effort right here. If he doesn't get it, it's extra bases. Nice play.
Davis into the batter's box. 0 for 1 thus far. Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch to him. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
I love contact hitters, and he is exactly that kind of guy, Gary. That ability, that great eye-hand coordination to always put it in play.
Liner towards the hole. And the play made by Pena. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. We're scoreless, Tampa Bay. And we're going to see Zobrist here. He'll start things off for the home team. We're in the 3rd. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here it comes. Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1.
He went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Can't connect on that curve. Falls behind. 1-2. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. Hit on the ground. Pennington in time for the out.
Shortstop makes a nice play right here, Gary. Good feet at that position. Gets the easy out at first.
And we've got Bartlett batting. Batting .290. This is his first chance at bat. 1 out, nobody on. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, the hitter lays off this one and takes the strike, realizing not a pitch he wants in this situation.
Kicks and throws. Gets the fastball by him that time, and he's in control now. 0-2.
Well, he's sitting fastball right here. He gets it, but just couldn't put the swing on it. He wanted it as he's just underneath it.
Pitch on the way. Fastball got him. 2 down.
That's a great strikeout right there, Gary. 3 pitches, and he sits him down. How about that for efficiency?
And Crawford's in the box. He's the top 10 in stolen bases for the league. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch, here it comes. First pitch, curveball, swung on and missed. 0-1.
The guy that gets them going offensively, he can move on the bases and seems to find a way to get in scoring position.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No hits, nobody left on, and a good defensive half inning. We're through 3 here at the ball yard. Batters 2 through 4 coming right up. Beautiful night indoors, Tropicana, off to the west where you can see a bit of the moon out there. And we'll get settled back in now. And it's Mark Ellis at the plate. He's going to get us started here in the fourth. And Ellis settles in. First pitch. First pitch is a slider in there. 0-1.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, one hit into the fourth inning, and obviously haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
Here's the pitch. Strike two there. No balls, 2 strikes. Ellis, pitcher's in charge.
Well, he realized this ball was by him, so he tries to open up his swing, and he swings right underneath it.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Good fastball right there. Let's see what he's going to come back with now.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. 1 away.
Well, he decides to swing at this one, but just couldn't catch up to it.
You got to lean a little bit towards the outside part of the plate, and he didn't do that.
Now, didn't quite reach for it and get a piece of it.
Matt Holliday at the plate. He bounced out his last time. One out, bases empty. Here's the first pitch to Holliday. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. This one's popped up behind the plate. He delivers. Swing and a line to left. Streak continues. That gets in. And that's going to bring Jason Giambi to the plate.
Now, Jason Giambi, Gary, is a guy that likes to get the ball down to the zone, and when he gets his pitch, he can hit it out of the park.
Grounded out his last time up. Quick check at first. And it's Pena keeping him tight. One out, runner on at first. And Giambi ready for the first pitch. To deep right center. Upton to field this one. 2 down here in the inning.
Speed helps on the bases, and it helps in the outfield. Center fielders have good speed. He showed it there, running this ball down in the gap.
And we're going to see Chavez here. He's part of this offensive lineup that Bob Guerin has crafted. 2 outs and a man on first. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Price. And he looks at one in there for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he gets the breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. He must have been looking for something else.
And Chavez swings and misses. Strike 3. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Halfway through the 4th inning, we move on to the home half next. And it's B.J. Upton now.
Well, Gary, he can really fly, and that puts so much pressure because it does make you think that he can bunt even with 2 outs. If he comes up with 2 outs, he's the kind of guy that can bunt for a base hit and still steal a base. So he is some kind of offensive threat.
The pitch, lined foul towards third.
The reason he's such a good offensive threat, Gary, talk about it, is that he's tough to defend. You just don't know what he's going to do, and if you move the infield in, he has the ability to slap the ball by you.
Swing and a miss on the breaker, one down.
Sometimes an at-bat could go 5, 6, 7 pitches as they start to foul off the 0-2 count. I like that he went right at him aggressively, strikes him out on 3 pitches.
And it's Pat Burrell at the plate. Grounded out last time. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Burrell, first look. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pat Burrell, precarious situation now.
He's not able to center that fastball. He's not picking it up out of the pitcher's hand and reacting properly. He swings right over the top.
Fastball is up high, then it's 1-2.
You have to credit the pitcher. He's not afraid to challenge guys with that four-seam fastball up in the zone.
The pitch swung on, and that's foul back. And Suzuki setting his target. And Pat Burrell watches that one go by. That'll even up this count. Two-two pitch. Look out. That one ran in and got him.
You can't dig in at the plate because sometimes it gets away from the pitcher. You have to be able to move. He couldn't get out of the way there.
Evan Longoria at the plate. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. Runner at first with 1 down. Here it comes. Swung on, hit sharply to first. Barton dives. He's up with it. From his knees, he got him. What a play. From his knees, got him. What a throw. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. We're scoreless, Tampa Bay. And Suzuki's in the box. He has the highest average on the team. Now the first pitch. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Here's a swing, a soft liner to the left side. 1 down.
It looked like he was on it, but he just didn't quite center it. Just ends up being a soft liner to the shortstop.
And it's Buck batting. He flew out his last time up. Nobody on base, 1 away. First pitch on the way. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
Price with strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning. And able to put him away that time on the swing and a miss.
Well, he has a real tendency to break the ball in toward the left-handers up in the zone. You take a look at the 2K Sports pitch tracker, gives you a good look at that.
Pennington batting now, 0 for 1 thus far. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first one. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
At the belt, Price kicks and throws. Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
Well, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him, he's coming at you with the fastball.
Changeup swung on and missed. That will retire the side. And they're held in check here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Middle of the lineup, due up. And Carlos Pena to bat. In the top 10 in walks, not a bad list. Here's the first one to Pena. The pitch. Swing and a drive, deep left center. Off the wall, left center.
As one of the leaders on this team in walks, he just rarely chases the ball out of the zone. He finds a way to get on base.
Navarro at the plate. Flew out last time. Base runner at second with nobody out. And the first pitch. Popped him up. No problem with that one.
Well, sometimes you have to help yourself. And he said, don't worry, guys. I got it. I'll get the out.
And Gross is batting. Struck out swinging his last time up. 1 on, 1 out. Well, there is one down here. You got a man on second base. Going to give up the pass. Maybe try for 2.
A hit here scores the man on second, so obviously they're going to look for the double play now.
And we're going to see Zobrist here.
Well, they catch a little bit of a break here in a jam with runners on base, but a guy who not typically is a very good hitter in this situation.
The pitch. Swings at that breaking ball, but misses. It's 0-1. One 0 is a curve and a called strike.
Well, he struggles with the changeup with 2 strikes, Gary. I'm going to pull the string right here.
Sliders swung on and missed. 2 down.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied. This one runs down and away exactly where the pitcher wanted. One of the toughest pitches to hit. He gets the out.
And a hitter puts this one into the memory bank. Next time around, he'll be looking for that if he's behind in the count. 2 down. Runners at first and second. And the first pitch. And that finds the outside corner for strike 1. He swings. It's a ball to right field. This one towards Buck. And that's out number 3. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on. 5 innings down as we go to the 6th. It's going to be Barton. He's going to get us started here in the 6th. At the belt, Price kicks and throws. Hit in the air to left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. Pulls into second with that double, so he's in scoring position now with nobody out. Davis into the batter's box. 0 for 2 thus far. No outs, runner on second. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in there for a called strike.
They need more offense right now, Gary. I mean, only leaving 2 runners on base. We're moving through the middle part of this game, heading into the later part of the game. I mean, they need to give themselves some opportunities to score runs. Patience at the plate. Get somebody on.
This is hit way up there. It'll be in the infield. 1 away. And it's Mark Ellis at the plate. Struck out swinging last time. 1 out, a runner on at second base. And Ellis settles in. First pitch. Played by Navarro. 1. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1. And that means Matt Holliday's up.
Well, he must have gotten a bad jump off of second base, because there's no way a catcher should be able to come up on this ball and gun you down at third base, especially with a strong secondary lead. Nice play by the catcher.
A runner on first with 2 outs. Checks him at first. Two outs and a man on first. At the belt, Price kicks and throws. Changeup just misses. 1-0.
Well, that's where you want to throw a changeup away from the hitter. The hitter opens up early and has to reach for that pitch. Tough to do a lot of damage with a changeup away.
Quick check at first. And it's Pena keeping him tight. Oh, Ellis trying to steal. Catcher can't control it. No throw made. He's in there easily. Stolen base.
That's good baseball right here. 2 outs. You're on first base. You need to get in scoring position. Stealing a bag. Nice baseball.
Comes back with 1 in there at the knees, and it's 2-1.
Better to go after the fastball when the guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
Now Price sets up, and the 2-1 pitch. That one's foul. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
And here's the swing. Hot shot. Look out. Off the pitcher. It bounds away. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. And the throw is too late. He's in there, an infield single. So up next, Jason Giambi. Last time up, flew out.
Well, we're going to take a look here, see if they try to steal the runner from first base.
Swing and a shot to third. Throws on to first. Side is retired. So they can't push across. Any runs, they've been shut out through the first 6. We're scoreless, Tampa Bay. And if you're just joining in, hi everybody, this is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And it's Carl Crawford now. He'll lead it off. Home half. We're in the 6th. Here's Crawford's first look. And he tries to get one down. Gallagher. And he throws on to first for the out. What away.
Gotta like the creativity, trying to get on any way that you can, but just didn't locate that bunt where he needed to beat it out and be safe.
And Upton settles in. Struck out swinging his last time up. 1 out, bases empty. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
He deals. There's a swing and a ball hit high and deep to right center. Going back. Gone, a home run. And they get the first run of the ball game. That solo shot, that is a big fly ball. 1-0.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after it. It's going to be tough on the opposition now to shut down Tampa Bay. Their offense is rolling. He's going to have to make a big pitch right here to slow this offense down.
That's at the knees for a called strike. And we talk about how a hit or a home run can be critical at certain points of a ball game. You just saw one.
Now you have to wonder how long the manager is going to stick with this pitcher as he's given up the lead.
Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Pat Burrell, precarious situation now.
Look for the pitcher to try to expand the strike zone here. The hitter has to swing at anything close.
He delivers. Strike 3, Pat Burrell, and a swing and a miss is gone.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
Evan Longoria at the plate. He hit into a double play as last time. Base is empty and 2 down. And here's the pitch to Longoria. There's a smash towards the hole. And the throw. And that's in plenty of time for the out. Yeah, the markings of a shutout going no longer. The drought ended with that run. Tampa Bay leads it 1-0. Taking a look there at Bob Guerin. His club only separated by 1 run from tying this ball game. Got a plan to get back in? We'll see. And we're going to see Chavez here. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch. Here's a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. And that's a strike. Chavez is going to have to be very protective here.
Now, Gary, it's tough to score when you only get 3 hits. We're deep into this ball game, and they have just not been able to mount any pressure against him today.
At the belt, Price kicks and throws. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2.
Had him thinking inside. They went away with the fastball, but a pitch that just ran off the plate.
On the ground to second. And Bartlett picks it up. And that'll set down Chavez. We have said it more than once today, but he continues to look extremely sharp, Steve.
He's so locked in. You wonder how long he can keep it going. I haven't seen anybody pitch like this in a long time.
And Suzuki's in the box. He flew out his last time up. Base is empty with 1 away. The first pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Price. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1. And he looks at the slider in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Gary, he's very susceptible to the changeup with 2 strikes. Let's see if they've done their scouting.
The 1-2 on its way. 1-2 pitch is high and hard. That one misses. 2-2. And he delivers. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count. 3-2.
Well, he tried to go up the ladder on him right there, but the hitter laid off. Good piece of hitting.
3-2 on the way. Strike 3. And now there are 2 men down here in the 7th inning, and the shutout in place.
And he just keeps on rolling. With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
And it's Buck batting. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to him. Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1. Price with strike 2.
The hitter's got to protect the outer part of the plate right here, down 0-2.
Got it. The side is retired. And Stevie has shut him down, and it's 7 now under his belt.
Unstoppable at this point. Absolutely unstoppable. I think he's going to finish it off.
So they can't figure anything out. And through 7, they remain without a run. Time to get up and move. We're in Tampa. And if you're just coming on board, this is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips. We've got Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And it's Carlos Pena at the plate. Had a double his last time up. He deals. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
Strike 2, Pena. He'll look for anything close. That's swung on a liner here. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
Navarro at the plate. Popped up his last at bat. No one out and a runner on first. And here's the first one. Squares to bunt, doesn't offer. Ball 1. Ready with a 1-0. Squares, takes that bat back, 2-0. He's ready. Now the 2-0. Thought about bunting, laid off it, but it's in there, and it's a 2-1 count. Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he lays one down here. Throw one to first in time, one away.
Well, good teams do the little things, and that's how you move a runner up. You get squared around, you get the bunt down, and now you've got a runner in scoring position.
And Gross is batting. And at this point in the ballgame, you'd love to add some more runs on that board.
Well, just get an insurance run or 2 to protect your relief pitchers when they come into the game.
This could be the put-away run or runs. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. On the way. This is that fastball already 0-2.
Gary, if I'm the pitcher in this situation, I'm going with slider. He struggles with it, and it's one of my better out pitches.
Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
Well, good sequence of pitches right there, using location and selection to get the strikeout. Good hitters just thrive in situations like this.
One of the most difficult situations for players to come through in this game. That's when you got a runner out there and 2 down.
Well, the game's best clutch hitters handle the pressure. They keep themselves intense while not getting tense. Let's see if he can do it.
You have 2 outs here in the inning, only need 1 more. The last thing you want is a big 2-out hit. They're not going to chance it with this guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand this. You've already got 2 outs in the inning. This guy isn't one of the better hitters in the game. Go at him, challenge him, show something.
And we've got Bartlett batting. Here's the pitch. Plays off a called strike, 0-1.
As a hitter with a runner on base, you want to stay aggressive. When you fall behind in the count, it makes it difficult to do that.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. 8th inning of baseball coming right along. Leadoff batter will get a shot at it later on in this inning. Wheeler out on the mound. He's been brought in to take over for the Rays.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Pennington settling in. He'll lead it off here, inning number 8. And the first pitch. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
Well, I think we're going to see the catcher calling for a lot of sliders in this one, Gary. He's got a good one, and the hitters just have not been able to figure it out.
Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now, 0-2. Pretty safe bet here. That slider you were talking about will be the pitch we'll see when it's a 2-strike count.
Well, he'll set it up with his fastball. He'll throw the fastball on the corner and then go right to the slider in the same spot, expanding the strike zone.
Oh, terrific dive by Longoria. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. It's going to be Barton. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. A runner on first, no outs. First pitch, here it comes. Shows bunt, didn't offer. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Wheeler. And he lays one down here. Wheeler. And his throw gets him 1 away. There's one you can put in the textbook. If you wanted to call a pitch to bunt, you'd probably ask for that pitch.
And that's why this is a team game. You have to handle the game situations. Outstanding baseball right there. Good bunt.
Man on second, 1 away. And here's the first one. First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
On the ground to second. And Bartlett picks it up. And that sets down Davis.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring. You live for moments like this as a hitter. Mark Ellis coming to the plate. Big showdown in this game. Let's see if we can get it done.
This is a vital opportunity in this ball game. He can tie it up with some timely hitting. 2 outs.
Well, and it's also a situation where the manager should at least consider the squeeze bunt. Man on third base, less than 2 outs. You could catch him by surprise.
At the belt, Wheeler kicks and throws near first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. Rays still leading. In the dugout, Joe Madden. He has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run, so important. And it's Carl Crawford now. 0 for 3 to this point. Here's Crawford's first look. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
Kicks and throws. And Kyle Crawford looks at that one. That's for a ball. It'll even it up.
He's dragging his arm on his curveball, and the ball just hanging up in the zone. He's got to pull it through.
And he delivers. 1-1 pitch, a fastball. Cut on, missed. 1-2.
Well, he's going to have to get started a little bit earlier because this fastball is a little too much for him. He's way behind, swinging right over the top of it.
And it remains 1-2. He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today.
Now the pitch up and away from him. He tries to reach out and make contact, just couldn't do it.
Boy, that is a tough pitch to put the bat on. That pitch is sailing away from him. And here's B.J. Upton. He homered earlier in the ballgame. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Upton. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Sometimes when the pitch comes out of the pitcher's hand, you have to say to yourself, I'm going to lay off and wait for the next one. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Good decision.
And he leaves that one alone as B.J. Upton, showing patience, evens the count. Here's the pitch. Trying to get down the bunt right there, but he missed it for a strike. 1-2 pitch coming. A swing and a ball hit high into the air. Right field. This one was crunched. Gone. A solo shot. They'll take that 1-run homer. They need that. Now the lead is 2.
Oh, Gary, this is the second home run they've hit off him in this game. So when he gets the ball up and makes a mistake, they hit it out.
He's got to be thinking about exactly what he threw in those cases and maybe change it up a little.
Clearly to those guys, he's going to have to do it.
And on the mound, we've got Brad Ziegler. As the Athletics decide to bring in a reliever.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. And do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen. Now starting to pour it on a little bit. Huh? Tampa Bay not having any problem extending the lead.
Base is empty, 1 out. Here's Burrell, first look. Sinker just missed, 1-0. And Steve, late in the ball game, you really pounce on an opponent when you get a big-time home run like that and the chance to put it away.
And now pitching going to be critical. Can they shut down this offense? And can you get back out there with your pitcher and shut them down to win the game?
One on the way. Takes a called strike of the letters, and it's 1-2.
A strike or no strike, he's asking for trouble up there.
And Pat Burrell watches that one go by. That'll even up this count.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
He delivers. Strike 3, Pat Burrell, and a swing and a miss is gone.
Now, good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
Evan Longoria at the plate, wearing the collar thus far. Base is empty and 2 down. And here's the pitch to Longoria. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one fielded. Davis. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Two-run ball game. Tampa Bay leads. We've got Troy Percival. He'll try to close this one out for Tampa Bay.
Well, going to the bullpen right here. That's his chess move. Let's see if it's checkmate.
And Matt Holliday up. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Percival sets and throws. Fastball in there. 0-1.
Well, I have to go out of the strike zone here on the 0-1 count. He tends to be very aggressive here. See if you can't get him to chase.
Matt Holliday isn't fooled by that pitch. Count's going to be even.
But Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
On the ground to short. Zobrist. And that'll retire Holliday.
One out here in the 9th inning. They still need 2, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit, Gary.
And it's Jason Giambi at the plate. Grounded out his last time through. 1 out, nobody on. And Giambi ready for the first pitch. 0-1. Percival gets him to swing and a miss for a strike.
Well, if you've done your homework, you know how you're going to attack this guy. You got to go with the slider here.
Jason Giambi not fooled on that, and it's even.
That ball just explodes in on his hands right there. You really have to anticipate that pitch to be able to hit it and keep it fair.
That swung on and flied to right. And Gross. And he gets to it and puts it away.
Well, their hope is dwindling right now. Down by 2. 1 out left to play with. And they're going to have to try to come up with some big hits right here to try to win this one, Gary.
And here's Eric Chavez. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Base is empty with 2 outs. Percival sets and throws. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count. I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
He deals to the left side. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Now with a man on base, they have to see if they can't string a couple more hits together and try to narrow this deficit.
And Suzuki's in the box. Struck out swinging last time.
Well, he can just concentrate on the hitter right here without much speed at first base. And the fact that they're trailing, I don't think they're going to try to run and possibly run into an out.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And he gets in there, no problem.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
And with a moment here, let's check in with Jeannie Zelasco and the gang standing by in our studio.
Thanks, Gary. Welcome back to Hardball.